As a freelancer who has sent thousands of invoices, logged thousands of hours, filed taxes for over a decade, tracked years of expenses, and earned $1.5 million in income since 2014 as a freelancer, there is one accounting system I recommend freelancers use, and it's the one I subscribe to myself, Harpoon. As a former marketing agency owner, I've used a variety of different accounting systems. I've also worked with accounting firms, exposing me to a variety of bookkeeping software systems for small businesses and enterprise systems. And years ago, I was even paid to provide feedback on a prominent business accounting system. And after everything, Harpoon is still my go-to system. I love Harpoon. I've got a link in the description if you want to check it out. They got a free trial. Let me tell you a little bit more about this system. It not only provides the basic functions that freelancers need, like invoicing and collecting payment, it offers so many other powerful functions I desired in a freelancing accounting system. Many of its functions I couldn't go without, but I didn't know I needed until I had the system and I was using Harpoon. In this video, we're going to dive into these functions that include automated invoicing, web-based accounting with forecasting, expense tracking and useful financial reporting, frictionless time tracking made easy, and we're going to talk about Harpoon's other accounting functions. And finally, we'll dive into Harpoon's secret sauce that makes it so incredible, always innovating, always improving towards the type of system that helps me as a freelancer flourish. I wrote a book called Path of the Freelancer. I'm the author. It's an actionable guide to flourishing in freelancing. So many of the ideas in this book are actually built into the Harpoon system. So we'll talk about that. Let's talk first about Harpoon's invoicing system. Harpoon is the top invoicing system tailored for freelancers. I've used many systems as a freelancer, and this is the one that I've landed on and have been on for years. It's a significant upgrade from basic invoice templates and spreadsheets and anything else that might make accounting a nightmare for you as a freelancer. Harpoon simplifies payments through Stripe integration. It automates late payment reminders and recurring billing, freeing you, the freelancer, to focus on your work. Additional benefits of Harpoon include the ability to easily get paid, quick branded invoices with simple client payment via Stripe, automatic reminders for overdue invoices. This is huge. It saves me a ton of time. Automatic recurring invoices, effortless management of ongoing billing. I don't have to remember to send that invoice. Harpoon does it for me. It includes professional templates, which are customizable and branded. It provides you with payment history of who's paid and when. It has integrated reporting, comprehensive income tracking by client and project if you need that. It has a simple invoice creation process. You can easily create and send an invoice and get paid within minutes. For freelancers seeking to streamline billing and secure timely payments, Harpoon is my recommended and effective solution. If you'd like a more detailed explanation about the invoicing system itself, I have a separate video. You can click the link to check out that deep dive. Harpoon is the first web-based accounting app with forecasting for freelancers that I've found. Imagine having a high degree of certainty about your financial future as a freelancer, know how much you're going to earn in the months to come based on your invoicing history and other factors. Forecasting is a powerful tool to alleviate our anxiety about the unknown. It's why my book on freelancing, Path of the Freelancer, I recommend building systems to prevent what we fear from happening. And this system, Harpoon, gives us visibility into what we can anticipate. When I first started freelancing, I was doing many of these things on spreadsheets to just create the type of visibility. And when I found Harpoon and that it did it, I was ecstatic. This helped me focus my efforts to grow my freelancing business into what it is now, a multi-year consistent pattern of having more work than I have time to do. After switching to Harpoon, I no longer have to maintain these spreadsheets because Harpoon software provides this type of forecasting, and it does it in a cool and many unexpected ways. Many ways that were better than what I was doing on my spreadsheet. Harpoon also has a dashboard, which has some helpful quick reference numbers to see where you're at with your income for the year and how much it expects you to earn by the year's end. You can then dive in deeper with their scheduler system, which breaks down your revenue by month for the remainder of the years. You can actually see where that money is coming from and see how likely that money is to be coming, whether it's under contract or just anticipated. Their scheduling tool shows you how much money you should have at this point in the year and how much you actually have, revealing the gap of how far behind you are towards your revenue goal for the year. This report will give you a breakdown by month and by client to see how much money you can expect to earn, which clients it will come from based on income you've made and recurring invoices you've set up. Once you know how much income you'll earn based on what you've already collected and what you have set up to invoice, you'll see the amount between where you land with that total and the goal you've set for the year. As the year unfolds, each month will adjust to the goal up or down based on what you need to do to catch up, or if you have enough slack to take some breaks, take some time off. I've never seen forecasting software like this for freelancers. Usually this type of visibility and reporting reserved for more sophisticated enterprise accounting systems. In this case, it's available for freelancers like you and me, which is incredible. Now, let's talk about expenses and useful financial reporting. As a freelancer, your expenses will likely be quite minimal, one of the great benefits of freelancing. But when it comes to taxes, you'll need to tally whatever expenses you do have and report on them. Harpoon allows you to either automatically download transactions from your bank, import them via bank export file, or manually add them and edit them. These expenses can be tethered to clients and projects if you need to do a report on the profitability of a project. If you're an agency, this is super helpful. If you have multiple people working on a project, logging time, and so on. And like any accounting system, Harpoon provides a range of reports, most of which I never use, but are there for those that need them and have different types of freelancing businesses. Generally, I'll use the annual profit and loss statement, but they also have the following reports: expenses, timesheets, invoice payments, other income, accounts aging, invoice details, tax summary, mileage, project summary, lead sources. I'll take a look at this from time to time to see where my income is coming from. These reports are in addition to reports that are available in each section, like clients, projects, and the scheduler. So there are a ton of reports and ways to look at the information to help you make sense of your freelancing business and move it forward. And if you track time, Harpoon allows for frictionless time tracking. They have a web interface and they also have an Apple Mac computer widget you can use as well. Time tracked can be assigned to clients and projects, which allows for helpful insights and reporting around capacity and profitability. If you want to explore in further detail my approach and recommendations for tracking your time as a freelancer, I've written an entire article on the topic. I'll put the link in that in the description below. One benefit of Harpoon is how much of an all-in-one web software it is for freelancers. Harpoon has a variety of other accounting functions. It does much more than the things that I use it for. So I'm just going to share these in case these are things you might need. Predictive project budgeting, responsive expense budgeting, advanced team management, particularly for agencies, hundreds of integrations, including Zapier, MailChimp, Google Docs, Stripe. Harpoon is an incredible app for freelancers, and it's made my freelancing work so much easier and better. The more visibility for what's ahead and less I have to deal with getting paid, the better. As long as I'm freelancing, I'll be using Harpoon. And if you're a freelancer, I recommend you do as well. But here's the secret sauce of what makes Harpoon incredible. I'm going to quote Simon Sinek here. The goal is not to sell what we have to people who need it. The goal is to do business with people who believe what we believe. My first book, Path of the Freelancer, is a blueprint for freelancing success. If you want to make 6 figures working part-time, this is how to do it. Throughout the pages, I mapped out my proven habits and systems required to master the business of freelancing. Many of these systems were ones I was managing manually using spreadsheets and other software. But when I found Harpoon, I didn't just find a tool that captured these functions. I discovered a company that embodied these values in vision. Now, in the book, I actually talk about another system called Less Accounting, and I liked them for similar reasons, but they ended up getting bought out. And when that happened, I decided to compare the systems. And I ended up deciding to move to Harpoon. Less Accounting is still out there, and it still seems to be a good system. But Harpoon had this secret sauce. Simply put, the features I needed resulted from the core values I shared with Harpoon. This is most clear in Harpoon's philosophy, a set of 4 rules that guide the company's design of the software. Set a financial goal, plan your revenue, bill your clients intelligently, control your expenses. These rules so effectively translate from my Path of the Freelancer book that it's as if they read the book themselves and used it as a guide to develop the software. In reality, we both discovered something that mattered and was effective in growing our freelance business. This is great because it means that their shared beliefs will guide the evolution of the software and continue making it better for us independent contractors. For Harpoon, it's not just software as a service, but a business partnership I couldn't imagine going without. So, while the marketing agency package is only $99, the freelancer option is $19 a month. It's July 31st, 2025. So check that pricing based on the date. If you're still not sure Harpoon is a good fit, they offer a 14-day free trial. Check it out and see for yourself if it's as awesome for you as it has been for me. I'm Jason Scott Montoya. I'm the author of Path of the Freelancer. and I'll see you on the next video.
Are you a freelancer struggling to get clients and sustain an income? Check out Jason Montoya's book, Path of the Freelancer, where he provides the blueprint for mastering freelancing and sustaining a business of one. Start generating a six-figure freelancing income